We did a bunch of YouTube videos, and now I forgot that we were doing a second part of this in the first place. So now I'll be right back until we get to the right part where we were last time, because I can only do this for like 15 minutes, and I'll be right back. And then go do it like Pokemon, where Jovanni managed to lose it a few times, getting beaten easily by subtiling. By using starting off thanks to Fortress. It stalled out for a moment by using a bunch of spikes, and then finishes off with a big explosion. But both get knocked out in the same time. The battle started, and Milton got beaten. Milton gets knocked out by Gengar, and Slowking beats Gengar after it. But Slowking gets beaten by Garchomp. But luckily, thanks to the poison and Tinker's Giga Drain, it pretty much managed to let Garchomp get taken down. Almost, to be exact. But then Tinker managed to beat Garchomp. But now, what will Jovanni do against Addy's stalling Blitzy? Stay tuned. And that was weird. Well, that was weird. And now we continue with the battle of Blitzy versus Tangrowth. Now, and that was weird doing like that in Pokemon. That was just weird. So now let's skip a little bit, about to the 20. And Tangrowth uses a grassy terrain, which was a terrible idea because I just helped him with the Blitzy healing as well. That was like gonna boost its grass attacks or something, but I didn't know it healed. And use a soft boil again. And I'll be skipping this for like for a while, because this is just taking a long time. And hopefully this hurries up, because this thing's 10%, my tablet's 10%, and it's only been like almost 2 minutes so far already. This is funny. And then, this just gets boring so long, I decided to switch out after a while, because this just gets super boring. So I'll be right back as soon as the boring part of Tinker vs. Blitzy is over with the fight, because this is just taking a long time. And I'll finally don't have to worry about the Blitzy at all in the Tangrowth, because they're both pretty much taking a long time. So I'll be right back. And I think I found the right part when I finally switch out, because this is just taking a long time, man. Yeah. And literally this is almost over, because there's almost like 6 more turns of battling. And this is literally taking a long time, and this is almost 4 minutes. So this is pretty much short. Pretty much short, really short. And this thing's, and my tablet's now 9%, so sooner or later this will be over. And this is, oh, I thought I switched out, but it was just him that switched out into Typhlosion. And pretty much, I guess Tingrowth gets beaten, then Ampharos comes out, if I'm correct. Wait, do I even have Dusknoir in this now? I think I do, maybe. And then Sunny Day, which I'm like, really could. I think if I'm correct, I was like really at it. You're using that when I could just use like Ancient Power, and then I do like lots of damage, and then it gets all my stats boots, every single stat, and I don't care about the speed, because how the hell am I supposed to deal with that? And then Typhlosion almost gets beaten by the poison, man. Get beaten by the poison almost, and then freaking one shot. like literally Tangrowth got freaking one shot. Like as soon as Typhlosion came out, he's like, I'm gonna kill you, man. I'm gonna freaking kill you now. And Tangrowth was like, really sunny day, and then, and now both Pokemon get knocked out. And this is Greninja because I know that. And then I had Seismitoad, my big Seismitoad, which I had like the first evolution of this Pokemon, and I never used it. And I'm like, you know what? I should actually use Seismitoad. It looks pretty good, cool. And I heard a YouTuber who said that it's not a good Pokemon because of the wart thing in front and his arm and his eyes. And then, okay, but on with the battle. I luckily taught my Seismitoad Giga Drain, but I forgot about its crouching ability, so pretty much it does nothing. But on the other hand, since it's not good with the defense, more of offense and speed. But I know you guys are thinking, like, how the hell is it fast? It knows swim for the ability. And pretty much I just beat this thing because I had Swift Swim for an ability. So pretty much it was all thanks to the swim ability that I used this thing. And I taught it and I also taught it Rain Dance. And then I go with a Blitzy, if I'm correct. And apparently it got healed. I think it might have like natural cure for ability, which is why it does not have Sack Condition. And I freaking beat it easily. And now I get pretty much all my health back because Blitzy's pretty much a stalling Pokemon with lots of health but weak defense. And pretty much I beat Addy. That was a close battle. Like literally, if I didn't have Seismitoad with Drain Punch, I would have pretty much lost. And now for another battle. Like I said earlier, like literally in the beginning, I'm like, oh man, I forgot that I did second part for the other battle for that battle. Now we're going on with this battle, guys. A battle where you have Sylveon, Arceus, freaking Arceus. And my friend Gerson, a friend of mine named Gerson, which you might not know, he said that freaking Arceus is unstoppable, but guess what? Freaking God got beaten. Freaking God got beaten, man. Oh yeah, and that time he has shiny Dragonite. He also has shiny Dragonite because he got a Dratini, a shiny Dratini, and then he evolved it eventually into Dragonite because I actually helped him getting Dratini to evolve into Dragonair. But I'm definitely sure that I just do it all the way to Dragonair, and that's it. And at that time, before I taught it Explosion, instead of teaching Explosion before that, it had Protect for no apparent reason. And then I go with Ampharos. And since one Dragonite, the Dragon type, I obviously go for the Dragon Pulse, which I taught it, which I also said in like 2 videos ago. And that's just the Hyper Beam, which gives me the chance to freaking use Dragon Pulse and do tons of damage to it. And then I freaking Volt Switch. And I would have beat it, and then switched out, and then don't have to worry about wasting a turn and switching out at all, because now I get the. And then I sent out my own Dragonite, and then he goes for Gengar. And then it's the shiny Gengar, so pretty much in that time he had like 2 shinies. Wait, I think he had like a shiny Umbreon. Wait, not. Yeah, I think I helped him with an Eevee. Oh yeah, I think that may have been Christian. And then uses Dazzling Gleam. It freaking does some damage, but not enough because it has multi-skill, which pretty much makes it have less damage. Thunder Punch, then paralyze it, boy. Then use Fire Punch. And does lots of damage, almost close to getting beaten, then paralyze. Man, paralyze help me. Like literally, if it weren't for the paralyze, I think Dragonite would have got beaten anyway. And then Sylveon comes in. And another Pokemon with a favorite type thing. Like Dazzling Gleam and now Sylveon. And I just use Aqua Tail for no reason. Because I have a bunch of other moves, and then freaking Moonblast, man. Freaking Moonblast. And I freaking get beaten by a freaking Sylveon. I definitely sure that Sylveon's good and competitive, but Umbreon's better because of its good defense, and not to mention it can learn a freaking healing move in the first place. Then Dusknoir comes in, boy. And mostly in battles, and usually for competitive play, I usually in double battles, I go with Dusknoir and Slaking, then use skill swap, just like in the game, like in GameCube, you can actually use, well, like the final boss guy, he freaking has Slaking and Slowking. It's just Slowking, man. It's just Slowking. And the turret in the building, but guess what, boy? Freaking turret makes it change everything with that skill swap. Use skill swap and then boom, Slaking can attack every turn with that good high attack. Messed up, right? And I freaking used skill swap and it failed anyway. Because it has multi-B or something, I forgot. Then gets beaten by God. Freaking God beating me. Obviously. But look what happens. Hey Gerson, if you're watching this, like I said, God may be good, but it doesn't mean he's